Tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, dropping knowledge in the studio you already know.
Hey, matter of fact, I keep always introducing myself. You introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. This is your man, Ronnie Ron.
And this your boy, Prince Hakeem.
And you know, we back at it again. Well, it kind of felt good to do that. I don't know if I did a good
Hey,
job.
we might have to switch that up because I've been taking that over too much. I don't need to. I need to sit back.
No, because everybody expect, because remember when your music come in the queue, everybody's like, you know,
Oh,
hear
yeah.
your voice. They hear me, I'm like, wait, Ronnie Ron freestyle?
Yeah. But hey, they need to remember there's two bosses here, not one. I don't run this by myself. I'm a worker just as well as a boss. So I know when to get out the truck and start pulling this through it. Start unloading the truck while you got it.
Yeah, we all leaders here. We all help each other out. Yeah, that's what I love about you, man. You know that was you great when it comes to brotherhood. I just be like,
oh yeah,
studying you, man. When it comes to brotherhood, it's just,
likewise, you too, brother.
With you. Yeah,
likewise,
it's a major work with you, man. And now I hope every now I'm like, I hope these guys are getting googly eyed. Like,
no. This is what happens when brothers.
This is a question I want to ask you too. You know, I'm always asking you a question every time it comes to me. I always gotta ask you. This is actually a serious question. It say, man, emotional needs in a relationship.
Whew.
I don't understand that, so I want you to break it down. Man's emotional need in a relationship.
Word, that's a tough one, man. You want to know something? I've had some personal experience with this, and as I get older and I'm getting into as I'm leaving the beta male and entering to alpha and sigma. When they say man's emotional needs, you know how you have when we talk about emotional needs, you know, as far as there's certain things a man would want in a relationship, as far as reassurance, as far as talking. First and foremost, a lot of men are not emotional at that. When a man do open up and gets emotional after somebody tells them to open up and say, hey, don't block yourself. Some women don't know how to handle that. And this is the reason why us men are very closed off and we don't let women see that side of us. Because when we do open, is like a whirlwind. It's a phoenix being released. It's cracking open Pandora's box. Now, mind you, I know you have your opinions on it. And I've been told at times I need to be more emotional. And I've been told at times to be opened up. And when I do it, I notice every time I do it, people can't handle it, which it's a little bit disappointing and it hurts at times because particularly growing up Caribbean, we're taught not to express ourselves. We're taught to hold things in. I've learned to hold everything in. I've learned to not show the darkest, deepest, ugliest side of me because I know that people are not genuine. I've never even cried in front of a woman. I've had once, but after that one time, I'll cry in front of my homeboy before I do a woman. Because a woman is so funny that due to the fact that y'all seen this masculinity that's been taught to y'all, you perceive us as being weak, impotent, soft, milk toast, butter crunch, milk dud, zebra cake that you can break easily. And this is why men would tell his deepest, darkest secrets to his homeboy and not his wife. You know what I mean? Because you're probably not equipped or mentally ready to handle a man's emotion. A lot of you women are not, to be honest with you. And I'm not pointing, and I'm not saying this to say this, but I say this that you could be, in a sense, egotistical about some things and say that you might know what it is to care for somebody if your own feelings are not being catered to. And this is where we talk about mental health and seeking this and that. We as men, we always seek brotherhood, and brotherhood have always kept us in line compared to releasing ourselves in front of our women. And I mind you, me and you know this, there's a lot of marriages right now where a man can't be 100% honest with her about it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, it's a hurtful feeling to know that somebody you sleeping with is the person you can't confide into on how you feel or how alone you feel or how you feel that they're doing this to you or making you feel some kind of way. And then when you do speak about it, it comes off as you're nagging. As it seems it comes off as you're a beta male provider when you yourself cater to their emotional needs.
Mm-hmm.
We know women are emotional, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Very emotional. And this is the reason why they at times they want to talk to you every day. They want you to compliment them. They want you to tell them that they look good. They want you to do this and that. Women do not do that at times to men, unless it's a woman that's in tuned with her man's psyche, or she just doesn't like you enough. Like, and women, you need to start being honest and telling men you do not like them, because they're sitting here thinking that you're in tune with them, knowing that it's not really like that. You feel me? If it's not really like that, stop playing emotional, mental games with people. You can go off and live your life and it could be okay. You feel me?
Facts.
No hard feelings, no pointing fingers at anybody. It's nothing. I just think at times we do not know how to handle when somebody wants to be emotional. Now, Ron, I want to ask you, have you ever been in this situation, or could you relate? And I want to hear your opinion about this.
No. Yeah, I've been in a situation multiple times, especially women I dated in the past. When I express my emotion, they look at me sideways, and I that they try to utilize my weakness as their form of strength. Like sometimes women, especially when it came to me, when I'm like having a weak moment, they'll pick on you the most. Like they'll literally pick on you the most. And then, I used to hear that from I have mentors. So, I used to hear my mentor telling me, Roy, it's not all women. But then, however, I kept seeing this same pattern with every girl I dated. And they were like, Ronnie, you pick and truly, pick a good woman. Even when I pick a good woman, it's the same thing. So I realized it's not really a situation for my thing. I think it's just women just hate weakness. They just hate it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I came to the conclusion women just hate weakness because they're emotional they're emotional being. That's the thing I think men have to understand. Women are emotional being. Men are logical being by nature. By nature, men are logical being by nature. So when you understand those two components, it becomes much easier for us to deal with women. So if I know me by logic, my logical being is me being logical by nature. If I have a weak moment, I have to think, why am I feeling this? Some of the time when a man is dealing with his emotion, we're not thinking at the moment because we so indulge with the emotion.
Preach, beloved.
It throws everything off key.
Preach,
and that's when
beloved.
That's when a woman comes and she hates that. She don't hate you per se. She hate that side of yourself because she knows by nature you're supposed to be a logical being.
But basically, and when you're not logical, she said that I can't put my trust in him.
Case closed. We should end the podcast right there. There you go.
Let's unpack that. Let's unpack that. Let's unpack that, Ron.
Man,
let's unpack that.
Yeah.
She can't put her trust in you. She can't put her safety in you. You're not that lion that she sees in you. You're not that caveman that she knows that's going to go out there in them. She sees Fuquan like that.
Because Fuquan, that was saying, like, you have to, that would be like, that's why I love the universe, because that's what they call the law of polarity. There's a good and a bad. Sometimes you got to see the bad as some ways good.
Basically.
You get what I'm saying? I don't know. It was a Superman. I don't know. I know growing up, I used to watch Superman. There was like the green kryptonite and there was a red kryptonite.
I remember that, yeah.
The red kryptonite made Superman more alpha.
Yep.
Then the green kryptonite made Superman
more weak.
You know what I'm saying? But we would consider the red kryptonite as evil, and the green one like, oh man, he make it. But the red kryptonite was actually good for Superman.
It was.
He was more alpha.
He
didn't give a damn. So he was
did not give a damn.
That was it. You gotta learn. That was it. You gotta learn for stuff like that. They actually put it in cartoons for men, for little boys to get it. And we don't get it because we like, exactly. We like, man, Superman, come on, man. You supposed to be saving the world, this and that. But there's a time he's a human being. Like, you know what? I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn.
To do with me.
And listen here, when a man's emotion gets damaged, he gets that red kryptonite.
Yep. Remember, that's what they call it, the red pill.
The red pill.
The red pill came from. Yep.
He becomes the alpha Superman. He said, F doing this again. F opening my up to a woman again. F being belittled and look like a a wimp in front of this person. Why
Yep.
you think, ladies, why you think in your marriage, your husband, brother, or his friends know about what's going on more than you at times? When it comes to serious stuff like finances or you cheating and stuff like that, who you think advising him? The barbershop man.
Well, you giving out men's secrets. You giving out men's
I
secrets.
am giving out secrets, and I want to tell you, his closest confidant is telling him, leave her alone. She's playing games with you.
Yep.
What you expect us to do? Sit here and allow you to prance around us and make us look like fools?
Yep.
Man, let me tell you something.
If a man is a man too much is too emotional, women gotta have to be. She gonna turn into a masculine role.
She is gonna turn into a masculine role. But listen,
you want
to be
a woman
honest,
feminine at all times. You want women feminine at all
time.
Because
listen, at all times.
Needs guidance.
But listen here, Ron. You know, women pride themselves to be like niggas. You know that.
Yeah, because remember, there was raised. That was like you always say it's true. It's the way you are raised.
Yeah.
You're raised in a single parent household. Your mother's gonna raise the woman as the man.
Mm-hmm.
She don't do it purpose. She don't do it because she don't do it purposely. No, because she knew she was not raised with a father. So she's her girl to not depend on no man and to be masculine to go out there and go get it. But which is, to me, I still don't understand the concept of that. But they baby the boy.
They baby the boy and they make the woman more masculine. But can you also agree that hurt people?
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So here's the funny thing. Ironically, it always seems like women are always hurting the nice guys instead of Fuquan.
Yeah, because the nice guy, the nice guy is more, he's more structure and certain things like of certain programs. He think that this is the way it's supposed to be. Like we did on the previous podcast, like a man should it should be a man thing to open up car doors for every girl.
Yes.
No, that's not necessarily true.
No. We advise not to do that anymore.
Yeah,
because they don't appreciate it. They don't deserve it.
I'll say, you gotta find a woman that deserves of that.
You gotta find a woman that deserves chivalry. You have to find a woman that loves you just the way you love them. But here's the thing.
And see, that's when it comes to the aspect of logic, because then now you're thinking. So then your emotion, see, if you feel some type of way about, because remember, it's all about the feeling. You gotta see, okay, where is this feelings coming from? That's when a man gotta think. He gotta sit alone with himself or be among brothers, because brothers are gonna tell you. They're like, bro, you being a simp. Like you told me one time, like, can you punch me in my chest? Like,
yeah.
Moment, you saw me when I had a weak moment. You literally punched me in my chest. You're like, yo, you being weak, soldier. You're not supposed to be weak.
You're not supposed to be. And listen, you checked me recently. He be like, hey, man, wake yourself up.
Yeah.
How you allowing yourself to get down like that? And I was resurrected like Lazarus back from the dead. And mind you, we're human. We're human. We always get into these weak moments, and women are very powerful to put us in these things. You know what I mean? There was something that was unlocked in me that I didn't know that was there. Because, you know what I mean? At one time, we was very cold. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And
it happens because we are human, but we have to think. My dad always taught me that, yo, don't react, think.
No, definitely. And to be honest with you, your dad is a very smart man, and my dad always told me never to put too much in a person that's not going to put into you. You know what I mean? And sometimes we look at what our dad do for our moms and look and not really go in depth in it. We're looking from a surface level.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to treat every woman like,
oh my God, like treat them like queens.
Like you see your dad do that, but not every woman's worthy of that.
No, not every woman's worthy.
Not every woman is worthy.
And listen, not every woman. Yeah, you're right. Not to cut you off, you're right. Not every woman knows how to appreciate that and know that you really coming beside yourself. Ron, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been by myself for quite some time, and I can be very honest here on the podcast and say, because I love hard, and this is why it's kind of hard for me to trust people, because when I do open up, people don't know how to handle that. And this is referred where I love hard, where it might damage some relationship because I revert back to only trusting myself again. You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's not a bad thing. I think you need to start understanding that's not a bad thing for you to converge back to yourself. That means that's something the universe is telling you, or something within yourself is telling you, like, hey, you're going the wrong way. You need to
you're
stay on
right.
this that you're going.
You're right. But, sometimes you'll be hopeful and think
Of
that
course, yeah, of course, yes.
you'll be hopeful and think that you can trust somebody one day, or like, my niggas is my niggas. Like,
Yeah, you're gonna trust somebody because you're gonna trust yourself.
yeah, you're gonna trust
So
myself.
they say you are the surrounding of yourself. So if they say you have a lack of trust issue, you're gonna hang with people that you cannot trust.
Yeah, basically. But
because everything resolves around you.
around
That's the same thing with me. Like everybody, like me, I'm very a trustworthy guy.
Right? Yeah,
everybody
definitely.
in my camp, everybody who I surround myself with is trustworthy. We go in, we tell each other the truth. We don't BS each other.
We don't BS.
You know what I'm saying? And you part of my camp, so
likewise.
I have other people part of my. We tell each other the truth, BS each other.
We don't BS about, but it's the women we can't trust. And mind you,
because the reason why we can't trust women is because we was taught that that every woman are, like, I'm not gonna lie, we were taught every woman is like Cinderella.
Yes.
It's not true. That was it. It's not the truth. That was it. We was taught everything.
You're gonna have to unpack that, Ron. You're gonna have to unpack that.
Yeah. What I mean, Cinderella, we were taught that every woman, she's gonna be there, she's gonna support you, she's gonna be like, baby, everything's gonna be okay. How's your day going?
Yeah.
Have dinner ready, have your tub ready, have your feet rubbed, and all this fairy tale BS.
Oh my God. Listen, I used to what I used to do sometimes? I was so mysticized to what my dad did for my mom that I used to sometimes pay for, let's say if I see a lady was short a couple dollars, I used to pay for her little thing and say, go ahead, sweetheart. I got you. You can leave over there. It could be a couple dollars. I used to open the door for her. I used to jump out the car to see if the tire is flat. And mind you, they could have a man and I could help. I don't do that no more.
Yeah. You see what I'm talking? Like, for example, there's like, for me, I was always taught to tell everybody good morning. I stopped doing that. I don't tell everybody good. Actually, I don't not tell everybody good morning.
Same here.
At my job, I do not tell everybody. Even if she's a woman, I do not tell everybody good morning.
Listen, I don't even stand next to women. I move out the way.
See, David, some women gonna listen to this party like, man, you guys hate women. No, we don't. There's a certain group of women.
Listen, you do that too. Listen, women, when we speak to you, say it's harassment. When we come close to you, you'll say you're being too close. You're acting weird. When we're being helpful, you think that we're trying to holler at you. Okay, no problem. Let's remove myself from that. Bro, you know how bad I feel sometimes? Last week, I've seen 3 girls with their tires flat, and I just drove right by. And mind you, I got all the tools in the trunk.
There you go. Good job, young brother.
I got all the tools in the trunk. Listen, No, for real. Because let me tell you something. Women, is your choice, and you've made the dating scene just the way like that. Men cannot be nice to you anymore. We cannot be nice to you. You play on that. And the point of the fact is you're noticing more and more where you even got the younger guys who are not trying to get in a relationship. They just want to hang with their homeboys. And listen, a lot of women are gonna misconstrue that and say, "Oh, these dudes might be the G word." No,
exactly.
No, we're far from that. The problem is we just don't want to get played with.
Exactly.
And you don't see it. You don't see it from my perspective because you have a stick up your ass. Because everything you think is right. That self-centeredness make you blind and make you tune out what everybody else is saying. And this is the issue why we need spaces like this where men are talking so other men can hear this. Because let me tell you something, when you go to a woman's talking point, you're only going to hear it from a woman's point of view. And this is why women sometimes say, oh, you don't see both sides to the coin. How when I'm a man? I'm not a woman. And overwhelmingly, we have nothing but men agree with us for a large proportion of them because they're going through the same thing we go through. And you might say this and that. No. Back in the days, we used to get up and fight for every woman who wasn't our woman. No, we advise men not to do that anymore. Because you want to know why? When we want to protect you is an issue. When we want to fall in love with you is an issue. Hey, make it so bad. Some women are emotionally available for their friends more than their own man.
Facts.
You love your homegirl more than you love your man.
Because remember, the first thing that women always say that she's a woman, she can't relate. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But and she's right. She's a woman, she can relate.
No, yeah,
you can't come to me because I can't relate with you because your emotion is totally different from my emotion. And my emotion is, remember, when I get emotional, mine comes with logic. So I'm going to automatically break mine down. As a woman, hers doesn't come with logic. She's going to have feelings out there, feelings out there, feelings out there, feelings out there, feelings.
She can't even give you a reason why.
She can't give her, and
she doesn't know why. When she
want to go to a woman, and it makes more sense for me to go to a man when I have certain issue.
Basically,
now don't let me not knock women down. There is some women are good at.
Oh yeah, very good at.
There's something you should consult a woman with when it comes to your relationship. You should be like, hey, should we go on? I think we should go this route. What is your opinion about it?
Basically,
you know. Stuff like that, especially being as a leader, there's nothing wrong to get some form of counseling from your own woman.
Yeah, you do. You need to go to a woman to try to keep your woman happy. Yeah, because she understands.
But you need to understand your situation. That's what me and Hakeem is talking about.
Basically.
But I think most men will be like, a lot of men, Hakeem, I think they're going to disagree with us anyway. Like, you guys are wrong. You guys know what you're talking about. And it's okay. I'm okay with that too.
Me too
but
either.
Look at the results.
Listen.
I always tell people, look at the results.
Listen, be emotional to your woman and she'll tell you with her actions.
Yeah, she's going to be dating that dude down the street.
Yeah. Or she probably got a dude. She probably got a dude
that ain't showing none of that type of them going through.
Basically.
But man, you speak. I mean, saying you've been speaking jam.
You want to know something? I speak gems because I've been through it, and it's and I wish I didn't have to go through it. I wish that I didn't have to experience these type of things because at the end of the day, I'm human. I'm somebody's child, just like somebody else's child. That we always try to put somebody in our mind first before them. I always try my best to treat people the best possible way. And I would hope somebody would want to do that for me. But sometimes I think people say they don't intentionally do it. If you don't intentionally do it, you need to put yourself in a mind frame of understanding before you get into that. Sometimes I'd rather the brutal honesty than more than anything, but I know that's not in most people's character. And I know that feelings are going to get hurt regardless. You know what I mean? Feelings are going to get hurt regardless. America hurt people feelings. That's what America does. You feel me? America hurts people feelings and they do it blatantly. And I rather
angry man, but to me, I think Hakeem man is a dangerous man.
It's a very, very dangerous man. An emotional man is a dangerous.
There you go.
So that's why I was like, I have to lock arms with you and say that a man should not be emotional. I used to go against you with that. I here today say that I agree with you. A man should keep his emotions intact. A man should not be weak in front of a woman. A man should always be on point. If you want to be weak, call your daddy and call your homeboy. You want to cry, go to the pool hall or go to the barber shop. The brothers will come around you in a circle of solidarity and to bring you back up and tell you to clean yourself up and go back out there and go be the man that you're supposed to be. Because let me tell you something. Don't believe when people say they want you to have a space where you can let your emotion out. No, that's not true. That's not true.
Yeah, why you think one of the women like those military guys or those firefighters or the police or the man with uniform? Because they see a man like that, a manly man. He's very structured in his being. Like he's just manly man. Or a military guy, you see, he shows no emotion.
Yeah, basically.
No emotion. When it's time for war, you see, they don't show no emotion. Later, after the war, they might go be like, you know what we did probably was wrong. They'll talk about it later, but at that moment, no emotion. No. And women fall in love with that because they being tuned into who they truly are. And I think that's what a place man has to be.
Basically.
To understand the whole essence of manhood. I would say manhood is the most beautiful thing on this earth.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And listen, and don't apologize for being a man.
Yes, because some men apologize for being a man. That's another great point. Yeah, man, I'm saying you be hitting them in the middle of the night.
No, definitely, man. You know what I mean?
So, any final thoughts?
Hey, man, with these final thoughts, I say I say this, man, keep your feelings intact, keep your emotions intact, stand firm when you're in a position of weakness. And if you need to relate or break down, call your homeboy. Until you meet that right woman you could do that with, call your homeboy or your daddy, your brother, your pastor, your best friend, or maybe the taxi cab. That's really it.
The whole essence of a man is to be a leader, is to be a guider to your woman. If you weak, who's left to guide her? Chaos Culture Radio.
We out.
Peace.
Peace. With love.
Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Okay. Ice. Crush. Ice. Crush. Ice. Crush ice. She want it. Crush ice. She need it. Crush ice. Come get it. Crush ice. I'm with it. I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup. I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up. I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup. I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up. It's 2 a.m. I party hard. A couple stacks. Yeah, I'm ballin' hard. I'm in the club. Homie, what it do? They call me Brown Dollars. I'm getting loose. I'm leaning back. Got me a couple lean. I'm smoking that. Call that Apache Green. They looking tough. We know they all soft. I roll with killers. They let that gun spark. Go ahead, mommy. Drop it low. Go ahead, mommy. Let it show. It ain't a problem. We know that ass fat. So when that night is over, I'ma take it back. Take it back. Take it back to the telly, dog. We getting loose. She gon' tell it all. Great goose. She gon' drink it all. Up in the morning, she don't remember, dog. Yeah, homie. I'm back at it. Yeah, homie. Like a jackrabbit. Back on the strip. Tryna get some cabbage. My homie Flip, he got to have it. Crush ice, she want it. Crush ice, she need it. Crush ice, come get it. Crush ice, I'm with it. I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup, I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up. I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup, I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up. It's 4 a.m. Last call. Call a cab, homie, you know that's wrong. I call a cab. Wet willies, bottoms up. I'm getting silly. Crush ice, holding my cup. You rockin' ice, homie, you better tuck. My wolves hungry, they be feeding y'all. We in the club, they be slapping dogs. Don't Chevy, Camaro dog. My rims heavy, you know they looking hard. Blue mother, you mother, lover. Drink it till I stutter. Fresh death, just like my brother. ×2, you know the number, boo. Just hit me up when you're coming through. Crush ice, she want it. Crush ice, she need it. Crush ice, come get it. Crush ice, I'm with it. I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup, I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up. I got lick all of my cup. Lick all of my cup, I'ma drink all of it up. Drink all of it up.